Alright, welcome back to my channel. You can see behind me is a sugarcane farm, and this is what we're going to be learning to build today. So let's get into it. I can show you the model real quick. Pretty much the sugarcane will just grow to the third block, and it will break it all and flow it downstream into a chest full of sugarcane. Now there's specific supplies you'll need for this. You're going to need a normal block, which this is the only block that you don't need to be specific for. It can literally just be a block of gold, or it can be wood, but I am going to be using stone bricks because I think it looks a lot nicer. You're going to need a hopper. You're going to need a piston, well, a few pistons, along with a few redstone dust, observers, chest, multiple chests if you think it's going to get full super quick. Glass is optional. I just think it's a lot cooler to see what is going on. But if you're going to be using glass, make sure to just use the normal glass block instead of the window panes, because that can mess up the process. You're going to be needing a whole lot of water buckets and obviously sugarcane, but you can use bamboo because that is another option that will work just the same as sugarcane, just like this farm right here along with this one. They're pretty much all the same, just a few tweaks, but they all function and work just the same. And yeah, now I can show you how to make it. So you're going to go ahead and get a free plot of land anywhere in your world. And you're going to start by building 4 blocks down and 3 blocks out on top and bottom to make this sort of C shape. You're going to go ahead and build one right there to make that, and it kind of looks like a curled up hand, like the fingers and thumb. Anyway, then you're going to build out 9 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you're going to duplicate the shape. So 1, 2, 3, and then build 4 blocks down. Same thing, make the C and put 1 block down like that. Alright, now you can go ahead and break 1 block there, and then break all of these, and 1 block there. Now you're going to find the center point, and you can go ahead, I always mess up on this part, but I think you can move it 1 block down. If this farm is going to be kind of small, you might want to break these 3 right here so that you can break that one, and the water will flow right there. Now before we get the water flowing, we can break 2 more blocks right there, or as many as the water can flow to, and I'm just going to do 2. And then you can get your hopper and you can break that block, and make sure you are looking at this block in front of you, kind of from this angle, and just hit it right there. And then if you break all of these blocks, you can see that the tube of the hopper is pointing this way. So then you're going to put down your chests, or multiple chests if you want them. And I think now you can start adding your water, but if you want to, right now you can add your glass, make it look a lot nicer, but we don't have to do all that right now, just in case something is messed up. So you can see the direction flows right over there, and this flows right there. Perfect. So nothing will get stuck. It will all just flow down there. And the only problem I've been noticing is when the pistons hit the sugarcane, it does get stuck right here, but not a lot of it does. So by the time you're done with getting all the sugarcane you need from this chest, you're not going to need to collect any of this, because that's how good this farm is. You can go ahead and start decorating if you want. I am, because it just looks a whole lot nicer. But before we keep on building this way, you're going to go ahead and get your piston, and you're going to place 9 of them facing towards the glass. Then you're going to go ahead and get your observer, and instead of placing it all along here just like that, you're going to switch to the back of the pistons and place them all this way. Now that the faces are towards the glass and the redstone dots are out here, you're going to take your block, whatever block you're using, and place it all along the backside of the pistons. Then get your redstone dust and place it along all of these, and they will connect to each of the observers. And then now at this point you can just decorate it. There's nothing else we can do to make it better, obviously, except for add the sugarcane or bamboo if that's what you're doing. I would suggest this too, putting a roof over here, because sometimes it does get stuck and it doesn't work properly, and it will shoot the sugarcane up on top of the glass and get stuck up there. So by putting a roof over here, it will just ricochet off the roof and hit into the water and flow into your chest. Now before I cover it all up, I am going to go in here, and at this point you can now place whatever you are growing into here, as long as it shoots outwards. Sorry, as long as it grows upwards. One more thing I forgot, this center block, you're going to break 2 of them back and place a water bucket right there. Then you can go ahead and just get dirt and place that back there and put your sugarcane. And now you can go ahead and take a step back and look at your machine. It should be working properly, and like I said, there will be some pieces that get stuck. But by the time you are done farming all of this, it's going to be a whole lot. You can watch it flowing down. It does kind of look like it's getting stuck there. I think we can fix that by possibly breaking some of these and placing hoppers along here. There might be an easier way instead of using all these materials, but I haven't had this problem so far. That's why I'm kind of surprised it's happening now. And then you can go ahead and cover this back up with grass. And that's about it. I don't know if doing this is going to ruin it. I am hoping not. Okay, yes, it did ruin it. So leave that gap in the center. It may look a little weird, but you gotta do what you gotta do to make this farm work. And one more thing, if the water does bother you, you can just get a trap door and place it there, open it up, and you will be getting your sugarcane. So that is how to build a sugarcane farm in Minecraft. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will be making more Minecraft tutorials soon, and I will see y'all later.